Shark Tank being my mind of being like, hey, like I love invention, I love new ideas, I love concepts. So Shark Tank, so I'm like Shark Tank fanboy back in the day. I watched every episode. I loved the show. I loved it. So the idea of being on Shark Tank was a dream. So in 2018 or 19, when I first created the concept, right away we launched an Instagram page, and I started like reaching out to their executive producer on IG. And she was responsive, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Like, where are you selling it?" "Oh, I'm not selling it yet. It's just a concept." Like, and she's like, that's not really what Shark Tank wants. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So throughout the next year or so, when we went from idea to concept, and we started selling, I kind of dropped it because we were so busy with selling it because of COVID driving the sales. I didn't even think about Shark Tank. And then so we got a DM in our IG page saying, "Hey, like, have you submitted an application this season for Shark Tank yet?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." And she was like, "Yeah, you really should." So I mean, they reached out and we did the process, and it's pretty extensive.
Yeah.
And then we went through the process, and we were able to pitch in, I think it was August of 2020. Was when we actually went to Vegas and we pitched season 12.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And was it the experience that you thought you would have? We're just talking about going and doing the show after watching it for all these years.
Yeah.
Was it similar to that? What you had thought?
So the way I look at it now is like, there's Shark Tank, the show, and then there's Shark Tank, the producing team and stuff. Like, the experience of being on Shark Tank was amazing. I mean, I would do it again and again and again.
Yeah,
right?
That's cool.
Are you saying that there's Shark Tank, the show that we all see, and then there's Shark Tank, the business that sort of happens underneath that, and the show might just be the tip of the iceberg? Is that kind of a good way to see it? Okay.
Yeah. I think what I used to think of Shark Tank was, hey, this is an opportunity for emerging entrepreneurs, emerging product businesses, or whatever it might be, to go in, pitch to investors who are going to be that are going to get their hands dirty in your business, right? Like, they're going to actually help you. They're going to want to help build something with you side by side. Because that's what you see in most of the episodes. That's what you see in like the redos and stuff like that.
Yep.
That wasn't my experience. And
so you did get a deal though, right? From Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got multiple offers. We got an offer from Damon, and then we took the deal from Robert.
Okay.
And so we were all excited, right? I mean, if you watch our episode, like, Robert was like, if I can sell $100 million worth of ugly sweaters, I can sell $100 million of this. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
those are big numbers. Right.
Those are big numbers. That's a big promise, right? And I think, looking back now, I always thought that Shark Tank, when I found out I was going to be on Shark Tank, I thought, oh, we made it, right? We made it.
That's what I would think. That's what I would think immediately.
Right? That's what
for a product business. I would think so. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
People still have that perception, but the coolest thing that came out of it is, like, when I look at Shark Tank now, I look at it as like the first step of where I'm going, because I feel like that gave me like so much confidence and like knowledge, intuition, to learn and grow, right? Like, so sure. I don't want to jump ahead, but like, as far as product businesses now I'm working on 3 other startups that are wrapped around product. And now I know the steps, you know what I mean? Now I know the steps. I kind of know what to do and who to go to. And besides that, I have a lot of good relationships with other Shark Tank companies to where, like, hey, I need a sales guy in this, or you guys have walked this path with your product. It's not anywhere nothing like Suds to Go, so that wouldn't help me there. But
so how did you make those connections? Just, is there like groups that form of people that have been on the show, or
support groups for former Shark Tankers?